BCS question ইংরেজি বিগত বছরের প্রশ্নসমূহ which of the following words can be used as a verb এটি হলো মোবাইল in which sentence like is used as a preposition he likes to eat fish he died following that incident the underlined word is an preposition writing a diary is a very good practice an underlined word is a noun phrase fill in the blanks with the correct word injured he lay on the ground groaning. Find out the meaning of the following phrase by large, in whole. He went back on his promise of voting for me. Withdraw. Let the car out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag means reveal secret carelessly. He is a man to depend on. And the underlined part is an adjective phrase. His dream that he will be a BCS cadet finally came true. The underlined part is a noun clause. Which of the following is a correct simple sentence? I saw an old man walking past me. Which of which is the correct complex form of this sentence? এটি হলো translation গ A man who is corrupt cannot win the respect of others. A man cannot win the respect a corrupt man cannot a man who is corrupt cannot win the respect of others. Find out the correct positive form of the sentence. Who else is the better player than Zaman on the team? Is there any other player in the team who is as good as Zaman? The submarine dipped to avoid dash by the enemy plane, being seen by the enemy plane. In fear of being arrested, he escaped elsewhere. I didn't follow. I didn't follow who passed by me. It might be Shajib. Sami in my college. Is my colleague. I have known him for 10 years. The snow swirls down the valley. There is a coffee shop across the street. He has told me that he will go, but I will stay in Dhaka. The room has darkened by switching off the lights. Had you been there on time, you could have had the information. There are trees on both sides of the road. The antonym of is boisterous হলো কোলাহলপূর্ণ তাই কোয়াইট হইতে পারে এক্ষেত্রে এই স্থলে যদি কোয়াইয়েট হতো তবে এখানে কোয়াইট দিয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছে Plagiarism means the act of using someone else's idea as one's own. The two cities in the Tale of Cities are London and Paris. The line "Frailty, thou name is woman" occurs in Shakespeare by Hamlet. Who is the following compared as the English dictionary? Samuel Jones. Which is the poetry form? Tale. I am a man more sinned against than a sinner, uttered by King Lear. Which event influenced the literature of the Romantic period? French Revolution. The author A Farewell to Arms is Ernest Hemingway. Who is the most famous satirist in English literature? Jonathan Swift. Which period is known as the Golden Age? The Elizabeth Age. Which novel is written by an Indian novelist? The Ministry of Utmost Happiness. She insisted on his leaving of the house. The phrase Achilles' heel means a weak point. What does not adhere to any point? He does not adhere to any point. Millennium is a period of 1000 years. Who has broken this jug? By whom the jug was broken? Who is not a Victorian poet? William Wordsworth. Which of the following novels was written by George Orwell? Which of the that is 1984. George Orwell. Identify the correct sentence. She speaks English like English. When one makes a promise, one must not go back on it. I can't put up with him anymore. Here, put up means to tolerate. The poem To His Cow Mystery was written by Andrew Marvell. The synonym of altitude is height. The character Elizabeth Bennet appears in the novel Pride and Prejudice. This could have worked if I dash been more farsighted. If I had been more farsighted. This may be considered courteous in one culture, may be arrogant in another. Here, underline word arrogant means rude. Don John, composed by George Gordon Byron. Identify the imperative sentence. Shut up. Black Death is a name of plague epidemic, which who wrote the poem Ozymandias? P.B. Shelley. Claim Eobright is the protagonist of the novel The Return of the Native. The train is running at 40 miles an hour. He divided the money between two children. No one can deny that he is clever. The boy dashed on the floor yesterday. The boy lay on the floor yesterday. Passive is she played on the flute. Is the flute was played on by her. Antonym of adieu is hello. Aid, Antonym of adieu is hello. Walk fast lest you should miss the train is a complex sentence. A number of singers in a church is called a choir. He reached the acme of his literary career. The acme. Anger may be compared to fire. এখানে উইথ বসতো যদি দুটি বস্তুর মধ্যে তুলনা বোঝাতো which chose the correct sentence. He discussed the matter. Identify the correctly spelled word. Pneumonia. Desdemona is a character in the following Shakespeare play Othello. Meteorology is related to weather forecasting. The phrase sin die means uncertain. Sin die means uncertain. ল্যাটিন থেকে আগত সম্পর্কিত। ভবিষ্যতে দিন বা রাত নির্দিষ্ট সময় নিশ্চিত হওয়াকে অনিশ্চিত সময়। Birds fly at large in the sky. Who is the another of Jane Eyre? Charlie Bronte. The most famous romantic poet of English literature is William Wordsworth. Identify the correct synonym of the word magnanimous. Generous. Magnanimous is generous. Which gender is the word orphan? Common. Who wrote the play The Way of the World? William Conrad. Better to remain in hell than serve in heaven. Who wrote this? John Milton. Who is not an Irish writer? W.H. Lawrence. A herd of cattle is passing. The underlined word is a collective noun. What is the adjective form of the word people? Populous. Who is the poet of the poem Ozymandias? P.B. Shelley. Moby Dick, a novel, was written by Herman Melville. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Who wrote this? P.B. Shelley. O. Henry was from America. The contemplated marrying his cousin. Here marrying is the contemplated marrying his cousin. Here the marrying is gerund. No Second Troy is a poem. Who is not a modern poet? John Keats. Who is the another who is of the novel The God of Small Things? Arundhati Roy. Which of the following novels is not written by an English writer? 100 Years of Solitude. Where is the setting of the play Hamlet? Denmark. Hamlet, Denmark. The word to genuflect means to bend the knee. To genuflect. Fill in the blanks. She went to Newmarket on foot. Identify the word which is spelled incorrectly. Occasion. Occasion বানান OCCASION occasion C দুইটা S একটা fluctuation remission S দুইটা decision CS এগুলো ঠিক বানান Church change the voice nobody trusts a traitor is not trusted by anybody it is high time we act on the matter it is high time we acted on the matter. What is the noun form of the word laugh? Laughter. What kind of play is Julius Caesar? Historical. Fill in the blanks with appropriate preposition. Do you have any money on you? What is the antonym of the word deformation? A wholeness. Words inscribed on a tomb is an epitaph. Epitaph. The phrase dog days means hot weather. William Blake was both a poet and a painter. Identify the correct sentence. The girl burst into tears. A Passage to India was written by E.M. Forster. One whose attitude to eat, drink, and be merry is Epicurean, Indriyo Bilashi. Call me if you have any problems regarding your work. Here, regarding is an preposition. Come on, this time to go home. It's time to go home. Here, home is an adverb. Who's that? In this sentence, that is an pronoun. What is the noun form of the word know? Knowledge. I shall help you provided you obey me. Here the underlined word is an conjunction. Huffing and puffing, we arrived at the classroom door with only 7 seconds to spare. In this sentence, the verb arrived is intransitive. Which of the following is a common gender? Sovereign, sovereign, sovereign. Identify the word that can be used as both singular and plural. Fish. The old man was tired of walking. Here, walking is an gerund. This will not let you go. In this sentence, go is an infinitive. When Ushoshi entered, no preposition, the room, everybody was talking. Entered the room. Which but is a preposition. What can we do but sit and wait? Give somebody a piece of your mind means to tell someone that you are very angry with them. To win a prize is my ambition. The underlined part of the sentence is a noun phrase, which chose the word opposite in the meaning to trees, detrain. Trees, ট্রেস অর্থ সংক্ষিপ্ত এর সিনোনিম হলো কনসাইজ পিথি কনসিন্ট অ্যান্টোনিম হলো ডিটেলড আইডেন্টিফাই দ্য কারেক্ট স্পেলিং কোয়েশনিয়ার মানে CQUESTION কোয়েশন NNAIRE NN কোয়েশন NNAIRE questionnaire. Find out the correct passive form of the sentence. Who taught you French? By whom were you taught French? Select the correct comparative form of the sentence. string of pearls was not so bright as her teeth. Her teeth were brighter than a string of pearls. Which one is a correct sentence? The doctor took my pulse. Was this the face of the launched 1,000 ship? What burnt the topless towers of Lume? Who speaks such famous lines? Factious. The character Alfred Doolittle is taken from Shaw's play titled Pygmalion. In Shakespeare's play Hamlet, Hamlet was Prince of Denmark. The poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is written by T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot, who is the author of the first scientific romance, The Time Machine. H.G. Wells. Adela Quested and Mr. Moore are characters from the novel A Passage to India. Shylock is a character in the play The Merchant of Venice. Shylock. Why then 'tis now to you, for they are nothing, either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. The exact taken from the drama Hamlet. শেক্সপিয়ারের বিখ্যাত কমেডি হলো দ্য মার্চেন্ট অফ ভেনিস। একজন ইহুদি জিউ শাইলক এর কাহিনী নিয়ে। শাইলক এর বিখ্যাত স্পিচ হাত ন আ জিউ আইস। এই নাটকের অনন্য চরিত্র হলো পর্তিয়া, ব্যাসানিও, আন্তোনিও, জেসিকা। ওয়াই দেন টিনস নন টু ইউ, এটা হলো হ্যামলেটের নেওয়া। Made weak by times and fate, but strong will to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield, is taken from the poem written by Alfred Tennyson. Pip is the protagonist in Charles Dickens' novel The Great Expectation. The Great Expectation. উপন্যাসের প্রধান চরিত্র রয়েছে পিপ, জোই গ্রেজি, মিস্টার জোই, মিসেস জোই গ্রে গার্গেসি। চার্লস ডিকেন্স একটি নভেল হলো গ্রেট এক্সপেকটেশনস। লেডি চ্যাটলার লভার ওয়াজ রিটেন বাই দ্য অথর অফ দ্য রেইনবো। written by the author Lady Chatterton Lover. The David Harvard Lawrence, D.H. Lawrence তার কিছু বিখ্যাত উপন্যাস হলো সানস অ্যান্ড লাভার্স, ওয়েমেন ইন লাভ, দ্য হোয়াইট পিকক। ছোট গল্প হলো অর্ডার অফ ক্রাইস্যান্থেমামস, দ্য ভার্জিন অ্যান্ড দ্য জিপসি। অর্থাৎ লেডি চার্লস লাভার্স দ্য রেইনবো is written by David Herbert Lawrence. Vanity Fair is a novel written by Joseph Conrad, who is a romantic poet, T.S. Eliot. The play The Birthday Party is written by Arnold Printer. Time held me green and dying, though I was slung in my chains like the sea. Hello, Fern Hill. Please write to me at the above address. A above sentence is an adjective. Tania was a wonderful singer, but she's past her prime. Past used as a preposition. The word sibling means brother or sister. As she was taking, he suddenly broke in, saying, "That's a lie. You may go for a walk if you feel like it." Identify the word which is spelled incorrectly. Conscientious এর সঠিক বানান হলো কন, SCIENC, conscience, SCIENC, conscience, IOUS, conscientious। এখানে লেখা হচ্ছে কন, SCIENCIOUS। এই সঠিক বানান হলো কনসাইন্টিয়াস। এটি সি নয়, এটি টি দিয়ে হবে, কনসাইন্টিয়াস। পারসিভিয়ারেন্স, কনভালেন্স, মেনটেনেন্স। You look terrific in that dress. Here, terrific means excellent. Someone who is capricious is known for suddenly changing in attitude or behavior. Capricious. Which one of the following word is masculine? Lad. A man whose wife has died is called a widower. Which word is similar to apple? Dismay. Dismay is similar to apple. Appeal. Which words means the opposite of breath? Abundance. Identify the word which remains the same in plural form. Aircraft. Identify the determiner in the following sentence. I have no news for you. No. The lost opportunity never returns. The lost is an principle. The saying enough is enough is used when you want to something to stop. He ran with great speed. It is adverbial space. We must not be late, else we will miss the train. This is a compound sentence. Change the voice. Who is calling me? By whom am I being called? An extra message added at the end of the letter is signed is called postscript. The Rape of the Rock. The Alexander Pope is an mock patriotic poem. কবিতাগুলো গুরুগম্ভীর কিন্তু হাস্যরস মিশ্রিত, তাই এর কবিতাতে 798-94 লাইন রয়েছে। Which of the following is not an American poet? W.B. Yeats. William Shakespeare was born in 1564. Tennyson in Marmoleum is an elegy on the death of Arthur Henry Hallam. Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. The center is played by Dr. Faustus. What is a name which we call a rose by any other names would smell as sweet? Who said this? Juliet. Man's love of man's life a thing apart. This woman who'll exercise. This is taken from the poem of Lord Byron, who translated the Rubaiyat of Umar Khayyam into English. Edward Fitzgerald. Ulysses is a novel written by James Joyce. The short story The Diamond Necklace was written by Guy de Maupassant. All the perfumes of Arabia will not be sweet as his little hand. Who said this? Lady Macbeth. Think not them, thou hast thou music too. Who wrote this? James Keats. Who is the central character of Wuthering Heights in Emily Brontë? Heathcliff. এমিলি বন্ড মাত্র 30 বছর জীবিত ছিলেন। এ সংক্ষিপ্ত জীবনে তিনি একটি মাত্র উপন্যাস লেখেন। উপন্যাসটি হলো উইথারিং হাইটস। উইথারিং হাইটসের কেন্দ্রীয় চরিত্র হলো হিথক্লিফ, কেননা উপন্যাসটি ঘটনা প্রবাহ আবর্তিত হচ্ছে হিথক্লিফের ভালোবাসা এবং জীবন ঘটনা প্রবাহ নিয়ে। দ্য ওল্ড order congeth, yielding place to new. This line is extracted from the Tennyson's poem Maud the Author. Who wrote the poem The Good Morrow? Henry Vaughan.